Hello, uh, welcome to Just Mary's Adventures in Minecraft Fun World, second edition. The second edition is new, it's actually not second edition. So I'm here with, who are you?
Sarah
Oh, hello, Sarah.
is
New guest? First time? Long time? No. Let's go straight into Fun World. All right.
okay.
All right. So you said you wanted to talk about our day?
Yeah, what did you do today?
What I did today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a bit invasive. I mostly did chores at home. I had to send something because we sold something and a Dyson Air wrap.
Yeah, I bought a Dyson Airwrap almost a year ago and I never used it. I got it on sale though and I managed to sell it for like really close to the price I bought it for. So I sold it.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I sent it. Sold it, sent it, stored it.
So what did you do after that?
I don't know. I went home and oh no, there's water. Oh no. Oh no.
What are you doing in Minecraft?
I'm spelunking. But this was not ideal. 1 second. I need to put some light down. Yeah, I don't know what did I do. I vacuumed, I changed the bed sheets. I listened to a lot of YouTube today. It was actually really, I mean, no offense to you guys, but like listening to you, terrible hobby, terrible hobby. I listened to a lot of Ukraine stuff. I don't know if you've heard, but like Trump's been doing Ukraine stuff kind of bad. Europeans not been
I
happy.
heard just one thing today.
Yeah, what you heard?
No. It was our lesson today talking about blaming Zelensky.
Yeah.
Teacher said.
Yeah, I talked about that. He in the press conference he kind of said like Zelensky could have stopped it before he started it. Like it was kind of like
I remember
that's kind
now.
of the phrasing was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like everyone was kind of saying it's like he said Zelensky started the war. I don't think that's quite what he was saying, but what he was saying was still really bad. Like it was just not good.
Yeah.
You know, it's awful. But yeah, I think basically he was saying it's like, oh, it was the right attitude. You could have made a deal immediately, you know, and you wouldn't even have lost territory or anything. And I mean, I don't know. It's just like it's pretty rich because like obviously a lot of this came from the US too, and right, like you know, assurances that the US gave of support and things like that. So you know, it's all this. So yeah, I watched a lot about that, and you know, from different points of view. The thing is, right, like if you have a bit of a critical view of like the mainstream narrative, you soon will be recommended far-right content. And far-right content is bad. We're against it. We're against the Nazis. But yeah, you get it immediately. And sometimes I for example, there's this Austrian colonel who does a lot of good work on like, you know, military stuff. His name is Reisner. In Germany, he's an Oberst, not a colonel. I guess it's the same rank. I don't know anything about military. But he was interviewed by one of these kind of far-right places. And the interview was good, was interesting. But you have to like notice, and then like, you know, before you know it, you're like, I don't know, you're taking LSD with Russell Brand and you're crying with Jordan Peterson, and it's all downhill from there.
Russell Brand really went up.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of them are just like, it's like they commit to being like right-wing grifters at some point, right? Like just like, well, my career is over. On the left.
I think it's also that audience welcomes them.
They do.
Whereas
they do.
a left-wing audience is more critical.
Yeah.
You know, of their sponsorships, of the misinformation.
I mean, it's generally true, I think. And that is a big problem. Although with Russell Brand, he's also like a sex pest. So it's kind of like, I feel like the line drawn there is pretty fair. Like,
Yeah.
he seems like a real piece of shit. But now he's Jesus, I guess. So I used to have a house. Where's my house? This is not my beautiful house. It's not my beautiful. And how did I get here? The days go by. Da 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 da
Why
da
are
da
you
da.
making that out of stone? Isn't that going to be more difficult to destroy afterwards?
I want to keep it. I might want to
Okay,
go spelunking there
I'm just
again.
like watching in horrors.
Okay, I didn't know we had like the #1 Minecrafter and well, I guess you're like one of those speedrunners like Dream who won like immediately or something like that. I don't know anything about Minecraft.
What else did you watch, Vid?
I watched some Mersheimer stuff. Do you know him?
No.
He's like, so there's this school of political thought called realism. Good branding, good branding. Who doesn't want to be a realist, right?
Yeah.
It's like, are you a realist or are you a fool? That's kind of like the implication. But anyways, like their point of view is that countries basically do like power politics, and they want to. It's a bit more specific, but like they have a few where they talk about like equalities of like power and like military power and that kind of thing. But he's good. He has like a lot of interesting opinions, and he says some things that are like very non-mainstream, some things that are more in the mainstream. He's very critical, of course, was of the Biden administration, but he's also kind of critical of what Trump's doing now. So he's an interesting guy. I saw him on Piers Morgan. I might actually react on this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering, right? Like, because I reacted to that one Piers Morgan thing. I
Yeah.
usually don't get Piers Morgan because, like, you watch Piers Morgan, suddenly you're taking LSD with Russell Brand and you're crying
Yeah.
with yeah, you get me. So I don't watch Piers Morgan, right? But I do watch a lot of Mersheimer when I get it, like every couple months, because I'm like, yeah, I want to hear that guy's opinion. He's kind of like that guy I said before, Reisner. Like if he has something on YouTube, I'm like I'm kind of interested in
And so
hearing
he was
what
on
it.
Piers Morgan.
And so it's on Piers Morgan. And so my point is, did I get this Piers Morgan clip because I watched Piers Morgan for the React?
Yeah.
Or did I
yeah,
get it
yeah,
because it
yeah.
was a Mersheimer clip? Or did I just get it because it was a
Yeah.
relatively recent Ukraine
Yeah.
clip?
I mean, the thing is, Piers Morgan usually gets people who are
Like he's a bit more fair in terms of like who he invites. Like it's
yeah,
all.
but usually it's like clowny, kind of crazy people. It's not someone who's seriously gonna discuss something.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's trying to be like fun, like kind of create
Wacky.
like wacky is true, or like create like some sort of massive. I'm so fucking lost, bro. I'm so lost in the sauce. Like it's kind of wacky, and it's kind of like, but compared to, for example, interviews in Germany, like these shows, it's usually like 3 mainstream idiots,
Yeah.
right? And one person saying anything reasonable,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they're being like ganged up on. And I
Yeah.
feel like Piers Morgan, comparatively, is often like a bit more fair in terms of. He's still doing usually like a 2-to-1 thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, for example, during the Gaza thing, right? Like he was one of the few places that actually had voices.
He did interview,
Yeah, voices that had like a different view of like, oh, maybe
people that were critical of Israel.
yeah,
And so
but
on.
critical of Israel and just generally were like, maybe we shouldn't slaughter tens of thousands of Palestinians. And like, if you said that on a mainstream program, you'd be like, what? How dare you? First of all,
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh man, I mean, it didn't radicalize me. I was already kind of on the radical side, but like, oh, it fucking triggers me. I hate the Gaza thing is like one of the most disgusting hypocrisies of the West, and there are many, countless. So what was your day? What did you do today?
So we had the Japanese lesson, and then after that, I
I was at that too.
birthday,
Nice.
and we went to a cafe.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know why.
because it was so interesting.
Maybe because I didn't eat enough today, and I was just exhausted.
Just lost, man.
So I went to a cafe, with friends, and then we. Went to another cafe afterwards. Walked around, but it's very cold today and yesterday. And then my friend making an Instagram reel, and she needed a cigarette, and she had like this. You know what Sailor Moon uses? Like a wand type apparatus.
Yeah, I think it's a.
Yeah. So she wants to make a
I mean,
Instagram reel.
she's a magical girl.
Yeah,
and she's
magical girl who smokes.
Sailor
And-
Moon.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
I feel like I watched Sailor Moon. Was smoking a big thing?
yeah, you must have missed that season.
Okay. Nice.
We had to make that reel, and then we were looking around. Yeah. And that was it.
Okay. You did the reel?
I didn't need help.
Oh
I
no.
can show you. It's like a it's
But-
kind of like a game. Like you're seeing a view of two hands,
Mm.
and one's holding the cigarette and one's holding the magical girl weapon.
Mm.
And someone made this originally like an animation,
Mm.
and it's pretty cool looking. And so yeah, Katie wants to recreate it. It's a nice idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Radio really is the theater of the mind. What?
So annoying.
Oh, I'm so lost. I'm so gonna die. What do I want to say? I mean, that sounds okay. Katie, that's my friend Capsule Bunny, of whom I have a streams with.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Friend of the pod. Is this a pod or is it a show?
No.
This all looks very depressing. Oh, there's something. That's where I came from. Oh boy.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you making like little lamps in the sky, and then you're...
Well, so I initially failed to make this, so I have no idea where I am. But now I thought I would make a couple of them to possibly find my way back to there, which I don't know. This is the Lost arc. You like Lost, right? The TV show Lost?
Yes.
I'm kind of like that guy Lost from Lost.
Yeah.
Who got lost.
I bet someone has recreated something from Lost Minecraft.
No, for sure. For example, the black dust cloud. I don't know if that's... No?
No.
No
So
idea.
you've just been watching videos about politics all day?
Well, I was doing chores all day.
Yeah, but did you watch anything that was like a little bit more lighthearted?
No, I don't watch... Like, so I watch only edutainment. Like, because my brain wants to pretend that it's learning while it's doing stuff. You know? It's actually
Yeah.
pretty depressing.
Let me check what I've been watching. Like,
No, okay.
I mean, I've been watching the H3 podcast.
That's kind of funny, you know, because I've been watching Hassan. It's like we chose our... You remember when we were in the US a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And at that bubble tea place, they had a tip jar for Hailey Bieber or someone else,
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. It's kind of like this.
Yeah,
Tip for Hassan or
Yeah,
tip
I
for
mean-
Ethan.
I like Hassan, but it's just the podcast is more... I mean, I cut the parts I'm interested in. It's more comedic. You know what I mean?
You mean H3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I feel like I never really cared that much for the podcast. I liked Leftovers. It was pretty funny. And I liked Friend Amigos. That was really good. Holy shit. I will never find home
I've been
again.
watching a lot of Johnny Mazza, this British guy who makes videos with an old... I mean, it's not even that old. It's like a cinema camera, and he just props it up somewhere, like on a walk, or when he's, you know, in a park or wherever, just random places around London, and he films himself and just talks on different topics. It's really well done. So I was watching one. He's got one that's titled "The People Who Run the World Aren't Just Evil, Worse, They're Boring." And he's in the financial district, and he's just talking how a lot of, you know, the decisions that harm people aren't malicious. They're just someone signing a piece of paper. Or,
Finding a piece of paper.
yeah, you know, it's just coldly calculated. And,
Oh yeah. I mean, like the CEO, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not, he's not thinking about like the Luigi Mangione CEO. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
thinking about like murdering 50,000 people, but he is, because
Yeah.
like the number is bigger than the other number, right? Like that kind of thing.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, there's this thing about the banality of evil.
Yeah,
that
yeah. That's
Hannah
basically
Arendt,
what the video.
right? Yeah, he's good. I tried to make one of those videos with my own face, and
You
I
filmed the
said,
ground.
yeah, I filmed the ground mostly, and then like 5 minutes into my 20-minute rant, the microphone cut out, so it was a bit of a disaster situation. But I was actually thinking. Yeah, you don't like my pronunciation of that?
No.
Thinking.
No.
I know, it reminds you of home. I was thinking that I could basically film the ground or film something like this, and then just put my YouTuber model on it and rant.
But why?
Fun.
Why would you film the ground though?
Well, not the ground. I would like.
Oh,
So
you
I
film
would.
somewhere. Yeah, I mean, if you
Well,
film the
no, but
ground,
basically like what I was filming before, right? Was like what is it, like a park bench?
yeah.
And I'd film the park
Oh,
bench.
yeah.
And then I
The
just,
goats on top. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I think that might work. I might do that. Anything else? Like, I'm back and I'm dead. Well, I was dead, and now I have
This looks
nothing.
so fancy. Like a nice place I'd want to.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's my second home. I never went back to my first home though.
So are we done for this one?
Sure.
It's kind of meandering.
Well, you know, that's what people
They're
tune
not
in
all
for.
dinners.
Well, this one is. All right, I guess we're going now. So, stay friendly. Oops. No. I forgot my sign off. Bye.